What's a great way to promote your game? Making it free for a limited time, put it in on sale, and also not telling anyone about it. For instance, there was a free weekend of Meadow, where you've got 9 hours left of it, which seems like a VR chat, only it's not VR. You're not humans where you talk, you're animals where you emote, and you can explore an open world. In addition, if you've got any other games in the series Shelter, it unlocks content in this game. That's a way to force you to get the exclusive content by buying all the other games. Similar trick with Project Winter. It reminds me of a card game Saboteur, where your goal is to get the treasure, but you've got a traitor in your team who's gonna sabotage your efforts, but no one knows who it is, so you have to lie to everyone, but also somehow cooperate. Project Winter isn't about getting treasure, it's about surviving a winter environment, so it's a multiplayer game. And the concept is pretty cool, but you've got 9 hours left to experience it, so hurry. Also 8 hours left of Postscriptum, which I talked about previously, so if you've got any progress you can again jump in and play some more. And Postscriptum is historically accurate, large-scale battles in multiplayer first-person shooter. Just in case there was not enough first-person shooters set in Second World War. Fortunately there's 4 days left of something more familiar. XCOM 2. In the first game, your objective was to defeat the aliens, but in this one, it turns out that you failed and now you have to liberate Earth from the aliens. You got your little 4 to 6 people squad and you move around on a grid in turn-based combat, fighting the enemy units. What is this thing called? Strategy? Tactical? One way or the other, have at it. There's 4 days left of that. There's also a Ludo Naracon going on to celebrate narrative games. So in this vein, there is a bunch of games for free as well. For 5 days, you can get Genesis Noir, which would be an adventure game, and I guess the big crime in it is that someone fired a gun at a god, and that's the Big Bang. And now you have to go around space, stars, nebulae, and also Earth to solve a bunch of little puzzles and figure out the mystery. For 5 days, you can also play Rookie. Remember when that was available on Epic Games Store for free to keep? You can't keep it here, but you can play it. It's enough time to finish it and never come back to it again. It's an adventure game set in Nordic mythology. So go visit a winter wonderland, something that we don't have anymore. Thanks, climate change. Next adventure game available for 5 days is Still There. Have you ever heard or wanted to be a lighthouse man, where you sit in a lighthouse the whole day, keeping the light on so the ships don't crash against the shore? Well, here you keep a lighthouse in space, and then you get a radio transmission. And of course, you have to investigate. And then you go on a big adventure. But maybe space is too empty, maybe you'd rather interact with people a little bit more. That's something Wyward Strand would give you. This adventure game is gonna have you be a little girl in a hospital, snooping around. For 3 in-game days, but for 5 days to play. And again, keeping in vein of talking to people, we've got 5 days to play Welcome to Elk, which is supposedly a biographical story, but the stories are of the people you meet more than your own. But somehow I don't think it's gonna be like Paranormal Activity or any other weird horror story where it says, based on real events, only there are aliens, ghosts, and devils. But maybe real story isn't good enough. Have you ever wanted to be a taxi driver, but also a bit of a detective? Neo Cab has you be a cab driver that uses people who she pairs as sources of information about her lost friend. And it's all in futuristic neon world. So if there is that massive dump of games, there's plenty of options and quite a bit of time that you just might have, unless you really want to play those games that are almost over when it comes to the special offer. Either way, keep your wallets closed, because I need more free games and so do you.